Aloha Rifters, here we are in Plaza Orangine and we're having a little treat today because today is Mother's Day and I thought we'd do something wonderful and go on a little trip. Take our mothers out, spoil them, have a great day with everybody. And we're here with Baradara and we're going to the museum. Hey Baradara.
Hello.
Look at you in your sand cover robes. Baradara was a winner of a small contest we had way back in the beginning of Rift Dream Dimensions, and she got the sand cover robe set and looks great in them. Thanks for doing that for us way back then.
Well, it was my pleasure.
Now you are such a great builder of dimensions and such an active contributor to the dimension community. And today we're in, what's the name of your dimension?
This is the Tempest Museum and Gallery.
Nice, and it is on Greybriar, so if you'd like, show us around, and I'm so excited. I haven't been to a museum yet.
Alright, we'll go ahead and tour the museum first then. Here's our entry with the souvenir shop because you can't have any kind of public space without people trying to take your money.
Right.
This place started out as a storage facility for my bank alt. I had all this random stuff that I didn't really have any idea what I was ever going to use it for. And then I just thought, well, how about a museum? Because the little alcoves make it perfect down here.
It does already, and I'm saying you must have jumped a lot of balloons and seeing lots of great things from fishing to all the vendor stuff. Big caterpillar.
Yeah, I knew when I bought that guy that I had no idea what I'd ever do with him.
Next two of us. So you've sort of set them up, like this one is Earth, a lot of Earth going on.
Yeah, I tried to set him up by plane.
Nice. This is the first Plaza Orangine that I've done. It is 10 Platinum from Tempest Bay. It is set in Tempest Bay. And it's great. It's a great little place. The crafting hall.
Yeah, normally I don't like working in interior spaces, and that's why I just had this as a storage dump. So, but then it was like, well, I'll give it a try.
Well, I do love your tributes to all the planes. Wow, a lot of balloons. Balloon bouncing. I've seen all the horses.
Yeah, yeah, I got pretty tired of that whole thing.
And what would you say your favourite plane is in a Rift?
This one would be the life one.
It's also the most horrid, the one I die to the most.
Yeah, the little horse mural came from when we were in Italy, and you'd go touring around, you'd see horse murals in a lot of places.
Ah, yes. Looks great. I like the way you use the, is it the mahogany bookcases there with the strip?
Yes, that's a mahogany bookcase.
Very clever.
And up here we've got the technological display and the start of the gallery.
I really like, this would be a great way for people to come and see not only the planes but just all the different items that you get. This one in the middle is quite a rare one for people to get. I think I've gotten one in the whole time that I've been playing Rift since Storm Legion.
Yeah, that's a Technomagic Pylon. Um, I don't really think it's that pretty, but it is cool. So here it is. This little... I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go. I was about to say something, but you go.
Okay, this picture is based off of one called the March of Progress, which most people know as the evolution of man.
Nice. I'm remembering that actually. You're such an artist, I was going to say. I remember bringing over your sand cover robes and your love for the artworks. So I'm really enjoying and appreciating seeing them.
Yeah, I get a real kick out of that picture. I don't know why. I guess it's a warped sense of humor or something. And up here we've got a little bit of a maritime display going on, and some more pictures. I was doing a lot of experiments in here about trying to make different kinds of art because the hangings that we get in game are pretty bland.
You're not wrong there. Been seeing some incredible art. I love your use of all the items, and they're not out there items in all of your arts. They're things that anybody can get, which is great. Makes it all even more approachable. Oh, wow, this one's full of colour and yummy. So when you do your
And
art
then
drawings, do you do them flat and then flip them up, or are you doing them do you make the stand first?
sometimes I'll do it either way. Sometimes I'll make the stand first, and then sometimes I do it flat. It depends a lot of times on what it is. This one over here with the scrub, I did stand it up and then put everything in.
I like what you've done with the light in here too. The Kalari lamps are so pretty on their own, but I like the way you place lights. I notice these things. A lot of vet dimensioneers will be look a lot for light, and you're so great at it.
Thank you.
So if you're having a go at artwork, there's so many different ways to do them. Some people use the environment around them. Some people make stands for them. Some people do them straight onto the canvas. Some people have them flat. There's a lot of things that you can do. I do love your use of fishing items too. You always place them so well. And these are the six prong, aren't they? This little fountain.
Yes, they are.
That's cool. You use toolbox a lot?
Yeah. I do in here. I didn't a whole lot though. I just didn't really have a need for it on this one.
And how many dimensions do you have?
Currently I have 6.
Are they all on Greybriar?
I just moved one to Wolfsbane to make rooms for more.
On Mother's Day, we're hanging out with Baradara. We're on Greybriar. She has 6 dimensions. She's just moved one to Wolfsbane, as she just said. And we thought a beautiful way to spoil our mothers today on Mother's Day is to take them somewhere, take them out, do something great, and really appreciate what our mothers do for us and contribute to even the dimension world. We have a lot of mothers out there that enjoy this aspect of uh, rift, and I appreciate all of them as we all do. Thank you so much for showing us around.
Thank you.
I'm going to stop that for a second and ask you something. So Plaza Orantine is such a short and sweet trip filled with yumminess in this museum on Greybriar, and we're going to extend this little trip and head over to one of Baradara's other dimensions. So we'll be back shortly. And here we are, heading over to Moonshade Pools, extending our Mother's Day special, hanging out with Baradara on Greybriar, and she's taking us to her dimension called Ancient Splendor. Is that right, Baradara?
Yes, that's correct.
Nice. I have not seen both of these dimensions. I don't see them before I come into them, so I get them to experience them with everybody. So what's this one about?
This one is a series of archaeological sites and ruins.
Nice, lead the way. I'm excited.
Okay. This is my tribute to Stonehenge right here.
Fantastic. And what rock is this one? I really like them.
They're the mossy river boulders and a couple of leafy river boulders.
You're such you love tributing things, don't you?
Yeah, yes, actually I do.
It's great. Love it.
The gate to whatever old city is back here to kind of block the view of Three Springs.
That's a great trick, a great visual trick to add to the whole atmosphere.
The old amphitheater here.
Nice, overgrown, and that looks great too.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of landscaping. That's why I generally don't use indoor spaces like the plaza.
You'd be one of the first I've heard say they're a huge fan of landscaping. I love landscaping, but a lot of people don't, which is good because that's more landscaping for us, right?
Yep. This is just an old tomb. The structures in here are really pretty simple. The trick was trying to make everything look like a ruin or like old or half overgrown.
You've done it really, really well. It's like you're going for that, obviously the ancient look, like you just said. I love the way that there's been a lot of thought in your placement with all the trees and plants. I know this because my midget view isn't getting blocked.
Well, that's a good thing. Because I didn't put any paths in here either. And that was pretty deliberately done.
So we've gone into a museum with lots of staged little places to go. Then you can come into Ancient Splendor on Greybriar and have a little adventure running around trying to find things and discovering ancient cities. I really love that feel.
Yeah, this was going to be a road, but I sacrificed it to the item count.
Oh, you sacrificed so much to that item count.
And this is my favorite part of this dimension. I love seeing pictures of the Terracotta Army, but I've never seen it in person.
Nice. I would love to see that in person, to be honest. But I love your the way you've done this. And what was your least favourite thing to make in this dimension?
In here, I don't think I really had one. This is one of the few I found myself in the position of I was actually starting to run out of physical space.
Can you see how much fishing is going on here, people? So much. I can see you having a field day with this one, to be honest. How long did it take you to build this one?
This one took about 3 days.
I love this visual. Come in, all looks flat, turn around, little tear, little things like that. I find it awesome.
And this is one that hasn't been dug out yet at all. It's got the markings out in front, but that's as far as that one got. And the continuation of the road is here as well.
This is so awesome. It's like a real adventure. So how many tributes have you got all together in here?
I'm not sure, maybe 5 or 6.
And what is this one?
This is just a random temple that I wanted to leave somewhat intact. I finally figured out how to make an arch, and so there it is.
What? Looks awesome. Nice use of the gloamwood swords there. Looks so majestic even in such a, you can imagine that huge as well. A lot of people will be getting great ideas.
And I really like the view from up here, where you can just look out over everything and see everything so bright and colorful.
I love moonshade pools. I love the sky. It's lending to everything. I do love what you just said too. Those stones, they just look, I've never looked at them like this before. They're so pretty.
Yeah, I never really had an appreciation for the river boulders either until I started on this, and I was really pleased with the texture on the sides of those.
Right. I love the patterns that they make and they really blend in with everything around it too. New respect for a stone. Awesome.
Alright, so there's only like one area left over here, and that's the digger camp.
So we've had a great adventure today. We're going to 2 dimensions to celebrate Mother's Day. Let's take us all out and spoil us. Oh, this is great.
Yeah, I tried to model this after an archaeological camp from about the late 19th century, early 20th. So the tools are crude, the camp is kind of rough.
The infamous bearskin rugs. I'm seeing them in so many ways lately. New respect for those too. I really love your use of, like, you have so much stuff. So that's a huge thank you for the amount of work you put in to gathering materials and then displaying them. And what most people, as you said before with your museum, you had no intention of really doing anything with it. It's a storage space, and somehow sometimes that's how it starts. But I love how much effort you put in. It just stands out a million miles. It's great. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Did you make that telescope?
No, that's a Citizen's telescope. It drops in the Hero Rises Chronicle. Now, I didn't get lucky enough to ever have it drop for me after I ran it for weeks and weeks, but somebody put it in an auction house for 15 platinum and I bought
Whoa, never seen it before. First time I'm seeing it. Guess what I'm doing?
it. Running a Chronicle.
Yeah, that's amazing. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, I had a sky projector in here to try to get the same effect, kind of like a surveyor scope, and then I found that and the projector just went away. Because I do like the natural sky in here as well.
Me too. The sky, if I could have this in a projector please try on, I would put it in everything because it's just so amazing. Thank you, Baradara, for taking us on 2 journeys today to celebrate Mother's Day. Thank you for all the efforts you put in and the active participation you have all the time with the Dimension community. You're such a treasure. You're on your own, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
So this is Kiwi on Mother's Day. Please go out and spoil your mums. Say thank you for everything they do, and keep building. Thanks, everybody.